Welcome to the channel. Do you remember that incident at Manchester Airport last July? I'm sure you do remember, where two Pakistani heritage brothers attacked, was it 3 or 4 police officers in Manchester Airport, including a female police officer. And one of the brothers punched the female officer in the nose. He broke her nose and she needed hospital treatment. And at first, there was all that outrage because the only part of the video that had come out showed the police officer kicking one of the brothers in the head while he was on the floor. But then another CCTV footage came out which showed that actually those two brothers were not that innocent, and they'd resisted arrest, and they'd attacked the police officers, which is a very serious charge, attacking police officers in an airport. And then there was all that bewilderment as, well, why they're not being charged. They've just attacked police officers in an airport, broke a female officer's nose, and they're not being charged. And yet other people were quickly summoned to a trial, charged, imprisoned for just posting something on Twitter. And if it wasn't because the Reform UK party bringing a civil case, maybe the Crown Prosecution Service would have never even charged them. But anyways, last week they were at the Liverpool courts for their trial, and finally the press has reported some of the trial, and we've got some new information. Now, you recall that at the time, the Pakistani brothers got a new lawyer who set up a press conference, and he said that there was another incident on the plane. So when the mother was returning on her flight back, she had some confrontation with another man. The lawyer at the time said he was Kuwaiti man, and he'd gone back to Kuwait and he was missing. He couldn't be questioned. But he was saying that there was some sort of fracas between the mother and this other Kuwaiti man. And when the brothers picked up their mother told them about what happened, that she'd been a victim of the other man's bullying. So they'd gone to confront him, and that's why the police were called. So anyway, so from the trial, so what we know now is that the other man was someone called Abdul Karim Ismail, and after his plane landed, he popped into Starbucks at Terminal 2 in Manchester with his 3 children and wife. And when the 2 brothers were taking their mother back to the car park, she passed the Starbucks and she saw the other man that was on the plane with her, pointed him out at the to her sons, and they went in to confront him. And according to the Starbucks manager, who's one of the witnesses in the trial, he said that he saw the 2 brothers get very close to this man in front of his 3 kids and wife, and there was some sort of argument between them. They were shouting at each other. He was very close in. One of the brothers was very close in this other man's face, and there were all sorts of things being said, but he couldn't understand what they were saying, which makes me think, well, actually, maybe the man wasn't Kuwaiti, because I doubt if the brothers speak Arabic, so he must have been Pakistani as well. He may have been a Pakistani that lived in Kuwait. I don't know. But anyway, so one of the brothers then headbutted Abdul Karim Ismail in the face in front of his 3 kids and wife in Starbucks, and then landed a couple of punches on him as well, which is why the police were called and why they were called to arrest him. So what the question is, and actually just like one more question, one of the brothers is called Muhammed Amaaz and the other one is called Muhammad Fahir Ahmad or something. So it looks like they've got the same first name but different surnames. How's that? I've tried to look for an explanation of why the 2 brothers have the same first name but different surnames, but haven't come up with any explanations. But anyways, let's not divert. Let's go back to the thing. So my question is, so why were the Crown Prosecution Services not charging them? I mean, normally in these sort of cases, you think, oh well, you know, they weren't doing it because they were accused of they were scared of being accused of being Islamophobic because the 2 brothers were Muslims, but they'd just beaten up another Muslim man, so it couldn't have been that. So why exactly were the Crown Prosecution scared of? I mean, if it hadn't been for the Reform Party bringing a civil case against the 2 brothers, they may not even have been charged. They may not have even been going through this trial. And people look at this sort of case. I mean, there's got to be some transparency from the Crown Prosecution to explain why they hadn't charged them. Was it a technical reason? Well, if it was, just let us know. Um, was there any other reasons? Let us know, because at the moment it gives the impression about the justice system that this is a two-tier system, because people see these cases, they see, look, someone like Lucy Connolly, for example, she posts a tweet for a few minutes. It's only seen by, what was it? I don't know, I can't remember the figures, but it was like 6 or 16 people, very few people. And she immediately deletes it, but she's immediately arrested, she's immediately charged. She's sentenced to 3 years in prison. And then these two brothers, they attack a Muslim man in front of his 3 kids and wife, and then they attack like some policemen in the airport. They break a female officer's nose, and the Crown Prosecution is not charging them. What is the reason? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know why you think the Crown Prosecution Service wasn't charging them. I think someone needs to ask the Crown Prosecution that question, and the Crown Prosecution really need to come up with an answer, because the public shouldn't lose their confidence in the justice system. That is very serious. So for that reason, I think the Crown Prosecution Service are really duty bound to come up with some explanation as to why the 2 brothers were not being charged. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.